Hi, Coving nightmare. Now, I've been going by this guide here, and this is why I had a total nightmare and a total breakdown with it last week. So I've come up after 3 days of trying over the weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I have been trying to do this Coving. It's not my fault. I even had my ex come down and see where I was going wrong. He says, you're not going anywhere wrong. You've got your angles right. So, for example, I've gone by this guide here that you get. Now, for example, I'm doing this outside corner. So if you're doing round a chimney breast, right, you're doing it outside corner. It says to go into the wall, from the chimney breast into the wall, to do cut A, which is cut A, right? So I got this, I put that on the Coving. It says to cut there and discard that, okay, which I've done. I've cut that and I've discarded that. Now for the other one, so that would then go that into the chimney breast, for example, and that's supposed to go along the chimney breast. So then it says for the along the chimney breast one, again, cut down that side and discard that, which I've done, right? Cut down that side and discard this side. And then those two pieces there, when you get the angle, are supposed to meet up. And they don't meet up. Can you see my problem? They don't join at all. And I have gone over it and over it and over it. I've turned these upside down. I've put this on the back and done it that way. I've turned them upside down and done it that way. No matter which way I cut these, whether I do it at the back, upside down, in the mitre block, I've used the mitre block, they are not meeting up. And that is why I had a total meltdown with it. Thrown it away, discarded it. I'm not doing it. It's a weird shape. It's this kind of shape. That's supposed to stick to the ceiling and that's supposed to stick to the wall. It's just not going together. Am I absolutely totally stupid? But even my ex couldn't get it, and he has been fitting Coving for over 40 years. He couldn't get it to work because I said, am I doing something wrong? He went, nope, you're not doing anything wrong. So what I've done now, I'm ingenious. Instead of throwing it all away, what I've done, because I like this pattern, I've cut every bit along that join there, all the way along there, and I've just put that on the face of the wall all the way around. I then even tried to then put that to the ceiling, but then you've got a gap and it wasn't meeting properly again. So rather than chuck it all in bin, take it all to the tip, I will salvage some. But when I think about it, I could have just done, like one lady said, get some anaglypta border and just put that round. That would have been so much easier, so much less hard work, and yeah, less time. But I battled away with it, and now I'm just, as you can see, hang on, I'll take that off the, I'll put it up, and God, I'm useless with camera, let me turn it around. I'm putting it up like that, and now that is where I've attempted to put it to the wall. As you can see, I've now got to take all that glue off. It actually peels off quite well, actually, and do it that way. So I've just put it to the face of the wall rather than oh God, fight. So that's my dilemma. Now I've got to go around and chalk it all, and then I can finally get the damn wallpaper up. This has been, it's been a long haul, but I'm not rushing it. I'm not rushing it now. I've just got to fill in, but that's taking my time because it's so ornate, the gaps. I'm having to just make them a little bit, I can't just caulk it and scrape it down. I'm having to like feather it in and make it look really neat. So there's a little bit of work done there, and I'm going to get on with that. See you back. Hey, a little tip when you're doing any chalking round anywhere. I like to, when you see the edge of here, excuse me for looking like this, it's because I'm blind. I like to put like an angle on the tip here. And then what I do, I put a pen mark on the opposite side, all up there on the opposite side. So when you put it inside your chalk gun, you can have that facing you, and you've got a lovely, perfect angle of the gun for going along the edges. Yes. And then when I finish off, rather than using my fingers, because what I've been doing, I've been going all around the house, chalking away, using my fingers, and I've locked myself out of my banking app because I used my thumbprint, and I got chalk all over my thumb. I couldn't get into my banking app and it locked me out for ages. So I had to reset all that. So now, teaspoon. I then, when I've gone around the edges of anywhere with the chalk, I then go along the edge, there, with a teaspoon. Either that end or that. That end works best, the handle end works best. Going in and then just wipe it off on a cloth and get then a wet cloth and go around and neaten it all up. There you go, there you have it. Always have that facing you when you're chalking. That way you've got your nice little hole, make it a bit small, and if it's too small, make it a little bit bigger. And then you don't always have the chalk going all over the place. You get that nice clean edge. There you have it. Hope that helps. Bye for now.